नित्यानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि. Nithyananda everyone. So today we are going to be starting with the Prathama Vinyasa Krama Yoga. So let us start with the mantra.
Shivamula mantra japa. Om Ham Hum Shivaya Namaha. 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 Om Ham Hum Shivaya Namaha.
Om.
The next is the Tattvachamanam, the ritualistic cleansing of the body and mind to become a pure vessel ready to receive Paramashiva's energy. For the Tattvachamanam, you will need the Panchapatram and Uddharini, the traditional cup and spoon filled with fresh water. Place your right hand in the Gokarna Mudra, keeping your palm straight, bend just your index finger. Cupping your palm in the shape of a cow's ear in the Gokarna Mudra. Take an Uddharini of water, put it in the center of your palm and sip the water that flows through the base of your palm at the end of each of the following mantras. Om Atmatattvam Shodhayami Swadha. Om Vidyatattvam Shodhayami Swadha. Om Shivatattvam Shodhayami Swadha. Wash your hand with the water from the Panchapatram. With the base of the right hand thumb, wipe your upper and lower lip from right to left along with the following mantra. Om Ham Hridayaya Namaha. Wash your hand. With the tips of the index finger and ring finger joined together, touch above the upper lip and below your lower lip. Wash your hand. With the tip of the right hand index finger and thumb joined together, touch your right nostril and left nostril. With the tip of the right hand ring finger and thumb joined together, touch your right eye, left eye, right ear, left ear. Wash your hand. With the base of the right hand thumb and little finger joined together, touch your navel center, your right chest and your left chest. With all the fingers of your right hand joined together, touch the top of your head, your right shoulder, left shoulder and your heart center. Next, we will be entering into the Sankalpa, the creation of the conscious resolution, your intention that you want to manifest through Nithyananda Yoga. Whether it's health, wealth, or good relationships, energy, career, Anything you want to manifest, hold that as your intention now. And you will simply see that through yoga you connect to the cosmic energy and make it as your reality. ॐ ममोपात समस्त दुरितक्षय द्वारा भगवत् श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव प्रीत्यर्थम श्री नित्यानंदेश्वरी परमशिव शक्ति समेत श्री नित्यानंदेश्वर परमशिव प्रीत्यर्थम च शुभे शोभने मुहूर्ते अद्य ब्रह्मणः द्वितीय परार्धे श्री श्वेतवराह कल्पे वैवस्वतमन्वन्तरे अष्टाविंशतितमे नित्ययुगे प्रथमे पादे जम्बूद्वीपे भारतवर्षे भरतखण्डे मेरोः दक्षिणे पार्श्वे शकाब्धे अस्मिन् वर्तमाने व्यवहारिके प्रभवादीनां षष्ट्याः संवत्सराणां मध्ये विश्वावसुनाम संवत्सरे दक्षिणायने श्रीलक्ष्मीवेङ्कटेश्वर ऋतौ वृश्चिकमासे कृष्णपक्षे सप्तम्यां शुभतिथौ बुधवासरयुक्तायां शुभनक्षत्र शुभयोग शुभकरण एवं गुणविशेषण विशिष्टायाम् अस्यां शुभतिथौ श्री कैलासोन्नत द्वादशांत श्यामला पीठारूढ़ श्री मीनाक्षी सुंदरेश्वराभिन्न स्वरूप परशिवपुत्र रत्नकुमार गुरुमन्य तुल्यावतार श्री पार्वती स्तन्यपाण लब्ध दिव्य ज्ञान विश्रुता सकल निगमागम सारभूत द्राविड़ वेद प्रवक्तृ श्रीमत् परमशिव करुणा समधिगत मुक्तामय चतुरश्रया नगीयमान छत्र चामर श्री चिन्ह काहलादि समस्त बिरदावल्यलंकृत ज्ञान विज्ञान चक्रवर्ती सर्वजन संग सद्यो निर्वाण दीक्षा व्याप वर्ग वर्ष विश्राणजी मूर्त परमत कलभ केसरी शैव सिद्धांत स्थापनाचार्य श्री राजाधिराज पांड्य महाराज गुरु क्षपण शाक्यादि महांधकार निवारण ज्ञान भानु वीक्षणा नरहर ध्वजोच्छेदन पूर्वक श्रीमत् वृषभध्वज स्थापक शैव समय कर्तृ सर्वज्ञ पीठारूढ़ श्री जगद्गुरु श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक स्वामी वागीश सुंदर माणिक्य वाचक स्वामिनां अवतार भूत श्री ज्ञान संबंध स्वामी पुनरुद्धृत श्यामला पीठ सर्वज्ञ पीठ तृणवत्युत्तर द्विशततम गुरु महासन्निधान अरुणगिरि योगीश्वर परंपरागत अरुणाचल सर्वज्ञ पीठ गुरु महासन्निधान कैलास परंपरागत कांची कैलास सर्वज्ञ पीठ त्रयस्रं षडुत्तर द्विशततम गुरु महासन्निधान नित्योत्सव नित्यमंगल नित्य कल्याण नित्य रचित कैलास परंपरागत आदि कैलास नित्यानंद पीठ महासंस्थान महासिंहासन पीठ कर्तृ साक्षात् श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत कपिल महागुरु पुनरुद्धृत वैवस्वतमनु इक्ष्वाकु हरिश्चंद्र भगीरथ श्रीरामचंद्र शूरसेन इत्यादि अनवच्छिन्न सार्वभौम चक्रवर्ती परंपरागत चतुष्षष्टि योगिनी मंडित चतुष्षष्टि संप्रदाय प्रवर्तक मनुधर्म शासन सूर्यवंश प्राप्त सर्वज्ञ पीठ सुरांगी साम्राज्य मूर्धाभिषिक्त चूड़ामणि साक्षात् श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत श्री कपिल महागुरु पुनरुद्धृत महानिर्वाणी पीठ अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री महामंडलेश्वर साक्षात् श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत श्री महागणपति समारंभ अनवच्छिन्न पीठाधीश्वर गुरु परंपरा प्राप्त अटल पीठ अष्टोत्तर सहस्रतम अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री अटल पीठाधीश्वर धर्म मुक्ति स्वर्गपुर स्वर्ण पीठ त्रयोविंश गुरु महासन्निधान कैलास परंपरागत आदिपीठ सर्वज्ञ पीठ जगद्गुरु श्री कैलास पुनरुद्धारक श्री कैलास परमाचार्य श्रीमत् परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य वर्य सच्चिदानंद प्रणव स्वरूप श्रोत्रिय ब्रह्मनिष्ठ श्रीमद् जगद्गुरु श्री श्री भगवत् श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक परमाचार्य स्वामिनां प्रीत्यर्थम तेषां पादारविन्दयोः भक्तिसिद्ध्यर्थं गुरुकृपाकटाक्षसिद्ध्यर्थं क्षेमस्थैर्यवीर्यविजयायुरारोग्य ऐश्वर्याणाम् अभिवृद्ध्यर्थं धर्मार्थकाममोक्षचतुर्विधफलपुरुषार्थसिद्ध्यर्थं मम समस्तदुरितोपशान्त्यर्थं समस्तमङ्गल अवाप्त्यर्थं भगवच्छ्रीनित्यानन्दपरमशिवप्रसादेन सकुटुम्बस्य ज्ञानवैराग्यजीवन्मुक्तिप्राप्त्यर्थं पूर्ण आरोग्ययुक्त दृढगात्र यौगिकशरीरसिद्ध्यर्थं परमशिवशक्त्याविष्करणार्थं नित्यानन्दयोगाभ्यासं करिष्ये. Please wash your hands with the water from the Panchapatram. Om apaupasprushya.
Nithyanandam. So now let us start with the warm-ups before we go into Nithyananda Yoga. So stand up on your mat. And let's start with the ankles. So rotate your ankles, your right ankle. So on the other clockwise and anti-clockwise direction. Now rotate your left ankle clockwise direction and anti-clockwise direction. Now let's go to your knees. Rotate your knees clockwise direction and now anti-clockwise. So place your hands on your hips and let's rotate your hips in the clockwise direction. Now let's rotate your hips anti-clockwise direction. And now let's rotate the shoulders. So place your hands on your shoulders and rotate it clockwise direction. Anti-clockwise direction. Now let's rotate the neck in the clockwise direction. Anti-clockwise direction. Okay. So now let us enter into the Nithyananda Yoga. And so we're going to be starting with a skeleton dance. So in the skeleton dance, you're going to be visualizing yourself as a skeleton, a pure skeleton, and you're going to be shaking your body intensely while visualizing yourself as a skeleton. Okay? So let's start. Shake your body intensely. Visualize yourself as a skeleton, just a skeleton. Come on, shake your body. Okay, now you can stop. Just breathe in and out and walk on your mat back and forth. Okay. So now you can come to a seating position on your mat. And now we're going to be moving into the Karana, the Katichina Karana. So into the Katichina Karana, you're going to be standing up on your mat. So stand up on your mat. And put your heels together. Put your heels together and your toes should be pointing outwards. And your knees should be bent. And bring your hands above your head. And your arms should be crossing. Cross your arms above your head. And the palm should be facing backwards like this. All right. So now you're going to be moving the hips to one side simultaneously like that and while uncrossing your arms. So do it on each side. You should uncross your arms widely while moving your hips on this side. Okay. So now we're going to be entering into Tadasana. So in Tadasana, continue to remain seated. Continue to remain standing on your mat. And you're going to be standing tall. Stand tall on your tips of the toes. So stand on the tip of your nose and raise your hands up and above the head. Raise your hands up and above the head, standing on your toes. And you're going to be visualizing yourself as a palm tree. And in this asana, you're going to be performing the Samana Kumbhaka. So you're going to be breathing in and out while visualizing the fire from the base of the spine raising up your spine. Okay. And you're going to be performing the Mahamudra Bandha, engaging all the three bandhas. So lock your perineal center, suck your stomach in and up, and lock your chin to your chest. And the mantra you're going to be chanting internally is Shivoham.
ताड़ासना महामुद्राबद्धकोणौ ताडासनविभेदकान् विनोत्तानं सदा कुर्यादन्तर्वत्नीपतिप्रिया.
Yes. And the next asana we are going to be entering into is the Uttanasana. So in the Uttanasana, again, from a standing position, lean forward and down, bringing your hands flat on the ground. So press on the ground and again engage all the three bandhas while bringing your forehead towards the knees. So your forehead should be touching your knees. Your forehead should be touching the knees. And perform the Samana Kumbhaka. So again, continue performing the Samana Kumbhaka while visualizing Swamiji in your inner space. And the Bandha, again here is the Mula Bandha, Mahamudra Bandha. So suck your perineal center, lock your perineal center, suck your stomach in and out, and lock your chin to the chest. And the mantra you're going to be performing internally is Shivoham.
उत्तानासन महामुद्राबद्धकोनौ ताडासनविभेदकान् विनोत्तानं सदा कुर्यादन्तर्वत्नीपतिप्रिया.
Yes. And now the next asana is the Tarakshvasana. So in the Tarakshvasana, keep your hands flat on the ground and your shoulder, your hand should be a shoulder width apart, and step your feet back, keeping the toes on the ground, just like how she's doing. And tuck, yeah, and so your feet should be on your toes. And we're going to be performing the Jarandhara Bandha. So you're going to be locking your perineal center and suck your stomach in and out here. Okay? And again, the pranayama is going to be Samana Kumbhaka again. And visualize Swamiji in your inner space while chanting the mantra Shivoham internally.
तरक्ष्वासन गजासनवस्थित्वा मस्तकं वारं वारं दक्षिणकुक्षिं सव्यकुक्षिं नयेत् तरक्ष्वासनं भवति.
Yes. Now the next asana is going to be Bhujangasana. So in Bhujangasana, you're going to be coming flat on the ground. So come flat on the ground. Lower your entire body onto your stomach and keep your toes pointing backwards. Keep your toes pointing backwards. Yes. And keep the hands next to the chest. The hands should be next to the chest and raise your head up using the strength of your lower back. So you should be feeling the stretch in your lower back here. And open your mouth wide and inhale through the hollow of your throat. And visualize a snake in your inner space. And engage the Mula Bandha. So here you're only going to be locking your perineal center. Engage the Mula Bandha. And the pranayama is going to be the Samana Kumbhaka, which is while breathing, visualizing the fire raising up your spinal cord. Okay? So let's do it. Everybody, let's do it.
भुजंगासन अंगुष्ठनाभिपर्यन्तं मधो भूमौ विनिन्यसेत् कराभ्यां च धरां धृत्वा ऊर्ध्वशीर्षः फणीवहि.
Yes. Now the next asana is Sashasana. In Shasasana, we are going to be, so come to a plank position in Shasasana and alternate. Come to a plank position. So your body should be, yes, in a plank position, and alternate bringing one knee at a time in towards the chest and back again. So alternate both knees towards the chest. And here we are going to be performing the Sahaja Kumbhaka. The Sahaja Kumbhaka, where you're going to be breathing in and out deeply while performing the Mula Bandha, which is locking the perineal center. And in this asana, we are going to be visualizing Swamiji, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashiva, in your inner space. Okay, so let's do it. Let's enter into the asana.
Shashasana. गजासन संस्थितौ जानुद्वयमाकुञ्च्य वारं वारं कर्तव्यं शशासनं भवति.
Now the next asana is Rathasana. So in Rathasana, again from a plank position with your hands and feet on the ground. So you're going to be placing one foot in between the hands, and simultaneously you are going to be jumping one foot back and bring the other in between the hands. So alternating again and again. And the pranayama again is going to be the Sahaja Kumbhaka, and perform the Mula Bandha and locking your perineal center. And here we are going to be visualizing a chariot in your inner space. So let's enter into Rathasana.
Rathasana. गजासन संस्थितौ एकैकं पादं पुरोमार्गेण भ्रामयित्वा कर्तव्यं रथासनं भवति.
Yes. And now the next asana we are going to be performing is Virabhadrasana. So in Virabhadrasana, you come to a standing position and now keep one foot flat on the ground, and the toes should be pointing forward here. So the toes should be pointing forward, and the knees should be bent at a 90-degree angle. So extend the other leg back, keeping the knees of the other leg should be straight. Okay? And the toes of the other leg should be pointing at a 45-degree angle. So now raise your arms up parallel beside the ears. So next to the ears, it should not be apart, it should be right next to the ears. And pull your stomach in and up. And now gaze at your third eye. And in this asana, you're going to be performing the Sahaja Kumbhaka again and the Udhyana Bandha. So here you're going to be locking your perineal center, and you're going to be locking your perineal center and locking your sucking your stomach in and out, and you're going to be visualizing Lord Virabhadra in your inner space. Okay, so let's enter into the asana.
वीरभद्रासना. वासिष्ठमथ कौण्डिन्यं ऊर्ध्वकुक्कुटमेव च अष्टावक्रमथोत्तानं मयूरं सेतुबन्धनम् उत्तानपादं क्रौञ्चं च मरीचिं वीरभद्रकं नटराजं त्रिकोणं च सुप्ताङ्गष्ठप्रसारणे.
Now come up to a standing position. We are going to be repeating Virabhadra on the other side. So bring the other foot in front at a 90-degree angle, and your other leg back. And the foot should be facing at a 45-degree angle and your knee should be straight. Okay? So let's do Virabhadra and visualize Virabhadra in your inner space. Gaze at your third eye. Perform the Sahaja Kumbhaka and the Uddiyana Bandha.
वीरभद्रासन वासिष्ठमतकौण्डिन्यं मूर्ध्वकुक्कुटमेव च अष्टावक्रमथोत्तानं मयूरं सेतुबन्धनम् उत्तानपादं क्रौञ्चं च मरीचिं वीरभद्रकं नटराजं त्रिकोणं च सुप्ताङ्गष्टप्रसारणे.
Yes. So now you can come up to a seating position. And with this, we come to the end of today's session of Nithyananda Yoga, the Prathama Vinyasa Krama, and give yourself a round of applause for successfully completing the asanas. So join us again tomorrow. We're going to be continuing the Prathama Vinyasa Krama series. Yes. So now let us end with the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhagavad Shri Nithyananda Paramashivam Padukarpanamastu. Om Nithyanandam. Thank you, Nithyanandam.